that heart attack is happening in India to a very large extent, and this is because of a high prevalence of obesity and hypertension. When we control obesity, we control heart attack. Now you ask me, what is the prevalence rate of obesity? 65% of individuals between the age group of 40 to 60 are suffering from obesity. You can ask me, what is obesity? Obesity is a central obesity. Central obesity means pot belly. The people who are having a pot belly, it is the most powerful predictor of a premature heart disease. The prevalence rate is very high. 65% of individuals. If you see in females, it is higher further, 70%. In males, it is 60%. You see huge data. Obesity is a real curse. We must control obesity if we really want to reduce the rising menace of coronary artery disease in India. So far as the hypertension is concerned, there is a red alert. The prevalence rate has risen to 20% to 40%. And the most important thing which we have gathered a data this time on the occasion of National Blood Pressure Survey recently concluded on 21st of this month is the trend is in the younger individuals at the age of 30, 40, 50. We have found that 50% of patients have a hypertension at the age of 50. So premature hypertension is responsible for a very high morbidity and mortality. When I say morbidity, means they are the people who become victim to a premature heart attack, a premature kidney problem, and a premature stroke. So heart attack, high blood pressure and obesity are the real challenges for us. The time to act is now before it is too late. The CSI conducted a second cardiac prevent, and you'll be very happy to know that CSI took it very seriously. It is for the first time in the world that we created the Great Hypertension Survey of India, where 1,80,000 people were surveyed for blood pressure within 8 hours. So CSI has created a world record, what we call a CSI world record on the prevalence rate of hypertension. And they found that the awareness rate is very, very low. People are not aware they have high blood pressure. And even the treatment modalities are underestimated. They don't take proper treatment. It has also been seen most of the individuals are uncontrolled hypertension. So I think we need to increase the awareness. CSI has taken the challenge for the first time in the world to organize such a big survey. Number two, they really wanted people should be aware when to have the blood pressure checkup, and there was a lot of discussion yesterday. The earliest age they should get a BP checkup is 20 years of age, and they should go every 6 months or 1 year. They must monitor, they must keep a record, and if you are obese, you have to be more careful about your diet, keep more concentration on the blood pressure. And we also assessed the treatment that they receive, the compliance is very poor in Indians. They adjust the medicine by themselves, or sometimes they go to the chemist shop and ask for the treatment, which should not be encouraged. We should discourage a wrong method of treatment. We should increase early diagnosis, early treatment, and effective treatment. Unfortunately, hypertension is not taken seriously in India, though it is a silent killer. It's a very important point, online pharmacy. I think if we do an online pharmacy, at least there will be some accountability. The doctor's signature will work. Every record will be kept. Accountability will be better. At the moment, the patient go at the doorstep of a chemist and take the medicines. What they are taking, nobody knows. There is no record. So online pharmacy will create accountability, and online pharmacy will create a record of what kind of dosage a doctor is prescribing to which kind of patient. We have some data. So it will be very informative to collect the data from the pharmacy itself for our patients, and we can easily demarcate what our general physicians are doing, what our consultant physician are doing, and what cardiologists are doing. So it will really help us in reducing or deciding the strategy for prevention of a high morbidity and mortality of hypertension. I think it's a very, very important and pertinent question. As I mentioned to you, awareness is the way, and the awareness can be created by very new technology. India has to go in a digital way. digital way is the only method. We must create an app on hypertension care. CSI has already created a smart heart app which is going to be released very soon, I think by our information communication minister on 30th of this month. That's a smart heart app giving awareness about all the risk factors as we just discussed. It is also going to give an awareness about how to attack heart attack, and it will give information to the people about the phone numbers, where are the PCI capable hospitals, what kind of treatment they should give, all the detailed information there. The same way we should do on hypertension. Second thing, media savvy. Media has to be activated. Media talks of negative things mostly. They talk of suicides, they talk of rapes, they talk of negativity and a lot of political news. There should be a column at least every day talking on healthy heart or talking on hypertension. By this we can increase the awareness. It is not only the print media, the electronic media. I feel there should be a channel, which should be a health channel. We should take different topics on different times. Similarly, we can use other social media, like we talk of Facebook or YouTube or even other methods which are there available, should all be utilized in day-to-day practice so that everybody talks of hypertension care. And the most important message which I like to give here, Government of India should come forward to create BP checkup booths everywhere in every corporate, even in the shopping areas. We just put our hand and check our BP and have a record. If we have that kind of awareness, I'm sure we will definitely reduce the rising menace and the rising trend of hypertension in young individuals. The policies are not adequate. The reason is it is all governed by non-medical people. All the IAS officers are not medical people, so they know only administration. I really want organization like CSI should be actively involved. Without the involvement of CSI in the advocacy and policy, we cannot achieve this. I don't say only CSI, it's an API, it can be IMA, it can be any medical organizations. They have to be involved who can give the medical inputs. Managing the policy, advocating the policy only by administrator is not feasible, it's not practical. That is what is happening. So we need to change a mind shift, and there should be paradigm shift on wellness program more than illness. So we need to change the shift from illness to wellness. My message to the medical fraternity is, please devote some time to check the blood pressure of your patient by yourself. Don't give it to technicians, don't give it to nurses when they come to you for the first time. And have a CAT scan. Don't order for a CAT scan immediately. CAT scan helps a lot. It's a counseling. Patient gets confidence in talking to us. So I think the medical fraternity to understand that they must examine a patient nicely in a very meticulous manner to establish the diagnosis of hypertension, explain everything, the hazards of high blood pressure if it is not controlled, and if it is meticulously controlled, what benefits they can get it. They must teach the lifestyle pattern, and every patient should be investigated meticulously accordingly. And I'm sure this may really help building confidence in the patient if we have a good approach as a doctor. Doctor is a healer. He should have a healing mind and not an aggressive mind, just checking 1 minute and disappearing. That doesn't build up any confidence. Patient-doctor relationship is of paramount importance. I personally feel the way India is progressing, in the way we have become more digital savvy now, and the way we are creating the smart heart apps, and the way we are talking of a pharmacoinvasive approach for heart attacks, and the way we are increasing the apps for obesity care, for hypertension care, in creating our own CSI hypertension care day, things are going to change, and we will be able to do at least something to curb the rising menace of coronary artery disease, hypertension or diabetes or obesity. All the risk factors can be controlled to a very large extent in next 5 years. This is my prediction.